Register now.
Hello, students. Welcome to today's session. This is Shweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and I hope all of you are keeping well. So, today we will be starting off with a very interesting chapter, A Face in the Dark. Now, what comes in your mind when you read the title of the story, A Face in the Dark? Don't you think that there is an element of mystery, supernaturalism surrounding the title? Right? Don't you feel that mystery, nerve chilling? Okay, so when we will be entering into the chapter, you will actually feel all this, because this story is by Ruskin Bond, and you all, I think, are aware of the fact that Ruskin Bond is a master storyteller, right? So he with the use of his language, he creates beautifully. He creates that element of mystery, supernaturalism in this particular story. How is it? I will guide you through that. So let us begin with the chapter, A Face in the Dark. So first of all, let us know a little bit about the author. He's a very famous author. I think you know about him. He is an Indian author, but he's of a British origin. He was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award for Our Trees Still Grow in Tehra. This was his novel, which is written in English. He was awarded the Padma Shri as well in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Okay, so before moving ahead with the chapter, I would like to ask you one simple question. Is there any other story that you have read by Ruskin Bond? If yes, then please do let me know in the chat box right now. Which is the other story that you have read apart from the story that we are today going to read? Okay, so moving ahead, today we will be seeing the chapter. Okay, analysis of the chapter, and in the next session we will be talking about the major concepts like theme, the symbolism, the element of major concepts as in supernatural elements in the story. Okay, and other important questions that can come from this chapter that will be dealt in the next session. So today we will be just concentrating on the events, and we will get the feel of the story. Okay, so this story surrounds the character called Mr. Oliver. So this is the name of the character. Who is Mr. Oliver? He's a teacher who teaches in a reputed English school in Shimla. Okay, and he's a bachelor as in unmarried, and he goes to the market in the evening and returns back to school at night on a daily basis. So this was his daily routine, and he usually used to take a shortcut through the pine forest. So now let us see what mystery is surrounding the pine forest. Okay, so start feeling the mystery. One day, Mr. Oliver was returning from the market through the pine forest. So you can look at the pine forest and you can just imagine, the pine forest completely alone. He was returning with a torch in his hand and everything was dark. Okay, so let's see what happens next. So before proceeding, guys, I want you to answer this question. Who was Mr. Oliver and where was he working? Come on in the chat box right now. Okay, moving ahead, let's see what happens in the pine forest, whether he encounters some mysterious event. Let us see. But before that, let me talk about something very important. So on the basis of a survey, what we have come across is you face a number of problems when it comes to your teaching learning process. First problem is the doubts. You have so many doubts which remain unattended. Notes, unavailability of notes, tests and assignments. Also, you falter in tests and assignments, competitive exams, choice of schedule, choice of language. So these are the major issues that you face in the teaching learning process. But we in our platform we have solved all your problems related to doubts. How is it going to be solved? We have a special team of class teacher who is going to cater to your doubts, and your doubts will be solved live in class instantaneously. So you can interact with your class teachers. Of course, there will be also, the master teachers will also be present. So definitely you can interact with both and get your doubts clarified. Notes after each and every session, assignment after each and every session, and we also conduct tests. We also give you the performance report of that test. So how is that going to benefit you? You can assess yourself where you stand, and you can you can actually know what are your shortcomings, what are your strengths, and work on your shortcomings, right? So that is definitely be going to be a plus point. And let me tell you guys, ninth and 10th, we are not just focusing on your board exam. That is, of course, that is there. But ninth and 10th, these 2 years are your foundation years. These two are your base years, and you have to make your base strong. And that is exactly what we are focusing on. Apart from definitely helping you score amazingly well in your board exams. Talking about competitive exams, we take care of all the competitive exams, various competitive exams and olympiads, and all this in your choice of schedule and your choice of language. Plus, this does not end here. We have some bonus features like, of course, unlimited live classes. We have 50 plus live courses which you can avail in our platform. And we have micro courses and crash courses. So micro courses are chapter wise courses. So you can definitely take the micro course pertaining to any chapter wherever you face problem. Crash course is there for making you exam ready. Performance report is there, as I told you already, and personalized attention, which you always crave for, is no longer it's no longer impossible. It's there in our platform, right? Okay, so what you need to do is just visit the link in the pinned comment in the description box. Choose your grade, choose your board. So grade 10th ICSE maybe. And check out the details. Click on get subscription. We have 3 types of subscription, guys: 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. You can avail any one. And don't forget to use the coupon code SWREPRO, which is going to give you 20% discount. Okay, so applying the coupon code is going to give you 20% discount. All right, so now proceeding with the story. And now what happened whenever the author is talking about the forest. So think about the forest. Okay? So whenever there is a strong wind or breeze, the pine trees used to make sad and terrible sounds. So imagine yourself walking in the forest and the pine trees making sound and making sad and terrible sound. How would you feel? Okay, so then of course you would avoid taking that shortcut. So that was the reason which kept most of the people on the main road. So people usually used to take the main road because of the fact that there was a strong wind or breeze. Whenever there was a strong wind or breeze, the pine trees used to make these noises. Now, one thing I would like to ask you. First of all, tell me, let's say you are in place of, let's suppose you have this shortcut, right? So what would you prefer? Taking this shortcut, or like Mr. Oliver, or keeping away from the shortcut like most of the people on the main road? And you have to give reasons for your answer. So quickly do tell me in the chat box which way would you prefer if you have the choice. Okay, and let me know the reason as well. Okay, so that takes us to the next event of Mr. Oliver. So Mr. Oliver was neither nervous nor an imaginative man. So when we are talking about Mr. Oliver, we should remember the character sketch of Mr. Oliver as well. So the first thing that we come to know about Oliver, the first thing was, of course, he was, a bachelor, and he was teaching in an English school in Shimla. After that, what we come across is the fact that he was not a nervous or imaginative man. So of course he did not believe in the supernatural elements. That is what the author is actually harping on, right? So he used to take that narrow forest path. Okay, and he was also quite familiar with that area. Now, usually he used to carry this torch, but that day, what happened was that night the batteries of the torch were running low. So, see, we have already come across two, elements of supernaturalism that the poet is trying to, elements of mystery and supernaturalism that the author is trying to present. First, when he was talking about the pine trees making terrible sounds, and next here, Oliver carrying a torch, the batteries of the torch dying, almost dying, running low, right? So, do you feel that supernaturalism? Do you feel a chill down your spine? Exactly, that is what the author wants to create. Okay. So next, what happened? Suddenly, he saw a figure of a boy, and that boy was sitting alone. Again, another element of supernaturalism. Okay, third element of supernaturalism. Now, next, first of all, let me know in the question in the chat box, whom did Oliver meet in the forest? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Okay, moving ahead. Before moving proceeding further, a short, a gentle reminder about the Vedantu Olympiad School launching NTSC Super Sprint in YouTube. Okay, where we will be covering all the news, tips, and strategies related to NTSC. This is from 4th November. This is already started from 4th November to 3rd December, Monday to Saturday. Timing is 1:30 p.m. YouTube link is there given, and this is the information you can get. 90% discount. Eligibility is students of class 10th, and the course duration is 2nd November to 13th December. Okay, proceeding further, the boy seemed to be crying. So Oliver encountered a boy who was sitting alone and weeping. Don't you feel again that there is a mystery? There is a supernatural, element of supernaturalism. Now he was also hiding his face. He was holding his face between his hands, and his body was shaking continuously. So when somebody cries, it shakes, his body shakes. So similar was the case with this boy. So could you relate to any of the haunted stories or haunted movies that you have watched? If yes, then do let me know which haunted movies can you relate this story with. Okay, so it was a strange, soundless weeping, and Mr. Oliver felt uneasy. Despite this, he approached the boy. So try to imagine. He kept asking the boy who he was and why was he out in the dark. It was strange. In such a dark, in the night, a boy was out all alone and crying, weeping. Okay, the boy neither answered nor looked up, but he kept on weeping. Okay, so next is when the boy finally took his hands off from his face, looked up the teacher. What happened was the torch from Oliver's hand fell. Why? Because the boy had no eyes, no ears, nose, or mouth. So he was just having a plain face without any features like eyes, ears, nose, or mouth. And seeing this, Oliver was shocked, and his reaction was, the torch falling down from his hands. So here we finally encounter another element of supernaturalism. And next, what did he do? Oliver runs down the path blindly through the trees, calling and crying for help. This is what happens when you actually encounter such a, ghostly incident, right? Next, while he was crying for help, he suddenly ran towards the school building and saw a lantern swinging in the middle of the path. Again, an element of supernaturalism. Please note the elements of supernaturalism because that is what we are going to do in the next session as well. Okay? Mr. Mr. Oliver was petrified. He was confused. Okay, he was definitely disturbed. after encounter with that faceless boy, right? And now, Mr. Oliver, when he saw this he was a watchman. Okay, he had encountered a watchman standing at the school gate when he was running and crying for help. Okay, and the watchman saw Mr. Oliver running and asked him what happened. Okay, Oliver said that he had seen something horrible. He said that I had seen something horrible. And then, what was the watchman's reply? Let us see. He said that the watchman showed him his own face. First of all, Oliver said that I had seen a boy who had no face. I had seen a faceless boy. And the watchman showed him his own face and asked Oliver, "Do you mean it was like this?" So the watchman too had no eyes, no ears, and no features at all, just the same as the boy whom Oliver had just encountered. He did not even have eyebrows, and that is when the wind blew and turned the lamp out. Again, an element of supernaturalism. And that is how the story ends, in mystery. And it's quite open ended as well. It's left for the readers to interpret. And this story has multiple layers of interpretation. We will, see each and every layer along with the symbols, the themes, but that will be covered in the next session. All right, so till then, you think about, we will peel off one layer after another, just as we peel onions, right? Because this has multiple levels of interpretation. So, question for you is, what are the techniques used by Bond to create Ruskin Bond, not James Bond, okay? To create an atmosphere of strangeness, mystery, and supernaturalism. So, when I actually went through the entire story, I pointed out to you all the elements of supernaturalism, mystery, strangeness. So please jot them down and create your answer, frame your answer, and do let me know in the comment section. Do post your answers, drop your comments in the comment section. Do not forget that. Okay, so yes, before leaving the class, I would just remind you about the link in the description box. Choose your grade, choose your board, check out the details, click on get subscription. We have 3 types of subscriptions. You can definitely take any one which is appropriate or suitable for you. Do not forget to apply the coupon code SWREPRO to avail the 20% discount. And if you have enjoyed today's session, do hit the like button and share with your friends. And if you have yet not subscribed with the subscribe to the English channel, this is for you guys. We have launched this channel only and only for you, so please do subscribe to this channel as well. Show your love and support just as you have shown your love and support to the other channel. Okay, so thank you, take care, and don't forget to post your comments in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the session. So bye bye, take care.